It's episode 700 of Shakesyear! Hooray! 700. Wow, that's a lot of Shakespeare. And it means that we're coming steadily up on 2 full years of Shakespeare. And we're gonna hit the 2-year mark somewhere in the middle of King Lear. I'm not exactly sure where yet. But at the moment, we are still working on King John. We've got like a week and a half of King John left to go. And today we kick off Act 5, Scene 1, with episode 700 of Shakesyear. Sorry, I'm a little bit excited. When was the last time that you did something for 700 days in a row? Besides like brushing your teeth. That doesn't count. Anyway, but I do hope you brush your teeth every day for more than 700 days. That got weird. So, where we are right now, France is still really mad at King John, and Salisbury and Pembroke and Bigot are really mad at King John because they are convinced that he told Hubert to kill Arthur, which technically he did, but Hubert didn't kill Arthur. Arthur fell off of a wall and died that way. And Philip knows that Hubert didn't do it, and they are going off to find the king. Now the king is, when we kick off Act 5, Scene 1, is with Cardinal Pandolf, and if you remember, Cardinal Pandolf is the one that showed up and was like, why are you not recognizing this archbishop? And which led to King John getting excommunicated. So at the very beginning of this scene, King John gives his crown to Pandolf and says, okay, here I'm giving you my crown, and then Pandolf immediately gives it back and says, okay, and now you have all of your rights and your lands and titles and your right to reign are now reinstated. You have made peace with the Pope. Everything is back to normal and hunky-dory. We accept your apology and all that sort of thing. And King John replies by saying, now keep your holy word, go meet the French, and from his holiness use all your power to stop their marches, for we are inflamed. Our discontented counties do revolt. Our people quarrel with obedience, swearing allegiance, and the love of soul to stranger blood of foreign royalty. This inundation of mistempered humor rests by you only to be qualified. Then pause not, for the present time so sick that present medicine must be ministered, or overthrow incurable ensues. So he says to France, he says to Cardinal Pandolf, he's like, all right, we've made our peace now. Now you have to go tell France that, because France was supposed to enforce my excommunication, and now that I've been recommunicated into the church, that's not an issue anymore, so nobody needs to go to war. Like, everybody's standing right outside, chomping at the bit, ready to go to war. That doesn't need to happen anymore because I gave you my crown, you gave it back to me, you reinstated me, everything's hunky-dory, so go stop this war. And Cardinal Pandolf is like, okay, yep, I'm gonna go take care of that, sure. And then King John has a real brief moment before Philip comes in, but we will hear more about that tomorrow. Yeah, so Act 5, Scene 1, King John trying to get the war called off. Oh, his little brief moment, he's like, hey, wait a second, remember that guy prophesied that on Ascension Day I was going to give up my crown at noon? Well, today is Ascension Day, and I kind of gave up my crown. But then they gave it right back. Ha, prophet, you were sort of right, but you were sort of wrong. Nyeh, nyeh. And then Philip the Bastard walks in. So anyway, yeah, that's King John being his usual King John self in Act 5, Scene 1. And we have 700 episodes in the books. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 701. Mwah.